Hello, everybody. Um, you can tell it's gonna be another one of those videos where I talk about some shit. But today is going to be a bit of a what the fuck? I randomly just picked the map for this, but I didn't know I had fucking Aqua and Rem. Okay. But anyway, so today's video is gonna be a little more. I'm not gonna be a serious video in terms of like I'm gonna talk about personal stuff. It's more just gonna be what's next for my content, pretty much. I think there's a lot of things that I've been contemplating on doing into the content, especially some things that I'm passionate about. So I'm very passionate when it comes to like the horror genre content, as in like reading stories, like scary stories like from Reddit and other places, or like going over some like um cases and murder cases and stuff like that. I've always been into content like that for ever since I can remember. I've been into that stuff. And something that I'm very passionate about. Something I think that that's just, what the fuck is this? Like I can't even see with this. Okay, this content I've been very passionate about for many years now, and it's content that I think I'm going to try and make on this channel. I know it's gonna be completely different to like anything on the main channel. Like not main channel. I don't even have another channel. I know it's gonna be completely different than than what's on this channel, but if anything, I may make a second channel for it, depending on how it does on here. But I will. This might be a content shift that might be willing to make right now, because as much as I'd love to make the gaming content, uh, I do want to dabble in something. I feel like this would be one of those ones that's like gonna be really different in terms of what I'm used to making. Something that I'm very passionate about. I've been watching those kind of videos for years and years, and I feel like it's something. I feel like it's something I need to kind of do at this point, because I'm already inconsistent enough as it is. This is because life has its own thing. But maybe I feel like if I start making content that I think and that I'm more passionate about, um, start being more consistent with content, especially if I'm passionate about it. But I feel like that would honestly just make sense if I try to do that. But only time will tell. And content like that's something I've always been really into for, I guess, as long as I can remember. And I feel like this is a perfect way to try to see if I can really, if I focus on something like this, my inconsistency will go up and my passion for it will go up. Because I'm going to be quitting my job where I work. Not to become a full content creator, of course. And of course not. I'm nowhere near that point. I'm nowhere near a point where I could just quit my job and be like, yeah, guys, I'm gonna be creating content. I'm gonna be doing nothing but content. I have nothing to go off of. I'm not gonna be doing that anytime soon until obviously I get big on content. If I ever get big on content, I will be doing that. Not anytime soon, of course. But until then, um, the reason for quitting my job is very miserable. Very miserable where I'm at. Um, I'm not happy. I think my mental state. I think literally the reason I started making these like really personal videos, I think because of my like mental state that this job has really been taking a toll on it. So it's been it's been like promoting me to make more of those videos. I used to like always like preach to people like don't try to be too personal on the internet because you know you never know what could happen. But then here I am being really personal. It's not like I'm telling like you know my fucking like story or stuff like that. I would never do that. Unless you know, like I said, if I get pretty big on here on YouTube, Twitch. If you're not following my Twitch already, follow my Twitch. twitch.tv/goofball. It'll be in the comment section. In the comment section. It'll be in the description. But no, the selfish plug. Um, but yeah, I'm just very miserable where I'm at right now in terms of working. So I'm gonna quit this job and find a new one because, like I said, I need to put money aside. I need to put my mental first because if I don't, then there's gonna be nothing to put my money on. So, so, so then I think that's what I'm gonna do. So since I'm gonna have all that free time until I find another job, I'm going to be um I'm gonna be making more content. And I think especially if I have more time to do search and do everything else, I'm gonna wait for a little while finding it to find another job because as you know, the job market sucks right now. So it may take a while. And I know, you know, the whole method would be to make sure to have something lined up before you quit your job. But I don't if I keep working where I'm at now, I don't think it's gonna be too much for me mental and stay where I'm at to find another job. So yeah. I think what I'm doing now is gonna be the best option I have. I think that's what I'm gonna do. Because I'd rather be poor and happy than have money and be very depressed right now. I feel like that's where I'm at right now. Where yes, I do have money, but I'm not happy because of the job. So, so at this very moment, I think I'm only gonna be working for 3 more weeks and then I'm done. So yeah. So until then, I will be working on a new video with this new genre that I'm trying. Because it's something that I want to do. I've been very passionate about. I still will be posting gaming content every now and then. Don't get me wrong, I will be doing this. But I think I need to do something that's that's a little more something that I can actually keep up with. And I think my fear was if I the only way to get big or do anything is to post consistently. And when I did that back then, my videos weren't the best of quality, which again, your first videos aren't gonna be like that because you're still learning the whole thing. But I feel like now if I take my time, especially with these kind of style of videos, because these kind of style of videos really require you to take your time, I feel like I'd be able to do it. So with that being said, prepare for a content shift. I'm not gonna say it's gonna happen overnight, because you know, obviously, you know, I'm gonna work on these videos and see what I want to do with them. I don't know if I want to do like mysteries solving. Let me talk about like unsolved mysteries or unsolved cases or reading some horror stories. If anything, I'll leave that up to you guys on what you guys want to hear. Because like I said, this content shift is something that I tried before in the past, but it didn't go out too well. That was when I have a little of a following. Now that I'm in like, you know, I have 1,000 subscribers, which is fucking insane. I feel like I can kind of tap into that scene a little more. Oh shit, I fucking suck. I can tap into that scene a little more. So I do want something I've been wanting to make for the longest, and I hope you guys can accept support, because content is something I've been wanting to make since I was a kid. I'm going to keep working on this, and obviously, you know, consistency is key too, obviously, but right now it's just for the love of the love of it. Like I said, I've been making content since I was a kid. 20 years old now, and I've been making it for 10 years plus. So it's gonna be a ride, but oh yeah. Prepare, look out for a new video, completely unrelated to gaming in the future. I promise. And if this helps my channel grow, I will be making a second channel for gaming and my Twitch VODs, which I probably should be doing already for Twitch VODs, or just uploading them here. But I feel like I want to see where this takes me first before I start uploading Twitch VODs. Where if I think if my videos are doing like more well on this horror genre stuff or genre style content, if it's doing better on its own, then I probably will be making another channel for gaming related content, and I'll post my Twitch VODs on there. If you want to watch, like, you know, who missed streams, or who miss my show, who missed my streams, or you know, people who just want to fall asleep to my streams, stuff like that. That's another content shift I've been thinking about, or that I wanted to try. Like doing those videos where people play like Minecraft for like an hour, like an hour straight. Like to people can watch to fall asleep and stuff like that. And I make a series on it and combine it all together. Like a one big long video. I've been thinking about that for a while. But that's another content, something that I think I need to try like in the future. But again, guys, you know, this is something that's been in the back of my mind for a while. I'm not sure if it's something that will come to fruition, especially like the sleeping content. Streaming has been something I've been doing for a while. It's been a passion of mine as well. I think streaming is something I got into a little later than content. YouTube is something I've been doing for forever, actually. I've been doing YouTube for, like I said, 10 plus years. Broken record at this fucking point. But yeah, I think I'm doing it for a very long time. That's something I'm going to continue. But with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, pretty short video, I think. I can't really see the time, so I'm not sure how long I've been yapping for, but longer videos where I've been yapping. That being said, gentlemen, we're working on a new video. The genre I've been talking about. I hope you guys can support and enjoy. I'll talk to you next time I up. Bye bye.